Welcome to this brief series of videos on how to survive at university. So you're off. You're nervous, maybe a little apprehensive, maybe a little concerned that you might be batting out of your league. In all probability, none of that is necessary. My name's Andy Wicks, and I'm going to talk you through everything you need to know about how to survive and prosper at university. But let's start at the beginning. Universities are not schools. Now you may think that that's fairly obvious. If they were schools, they'd probably call them schools. But the whole ethos of university is totally different to the education you will have had up until now. And that can come as a bit of a shock to some people. So let me explain. The schooling system in Britain started in the 1850s to 1880s. It wasn't started by the government. It was started by businesses who wanted a ready pool of slightly educated workers. They wanted people to be able to read, write and do basic arithmetic so that they could run their factories more cheaply and more easily. Universities, on the other hand, started 400 years earlier, started in the 1400s. And universities are there to create the thinkers, the doers, the ones who take everything forward. And so the starting point is totally different. When you're at school, you've got to learn things, and you're tested on whether you have learnt these things. At university, you will also learn things, but you're not tested on whether you have learnt them. You're tested on whether you can fit these things into new ideas. And that comes as a bit of a shock. So, for example, you may find one of us totally disagreeing with you about something or other. What we're challenging is not you, we're challenging your ideas. You're still the same kind, lovable little person you ever were, and for us as well. We see you that way too. But your ideas, now that's something else. And we need to probe how well you've thought an idea through, how well you've based your idea on research. And research becomes important. That doesn't mean typing a word into Google. That means finding out what other people have said about the sorts of things that we're discussing. So expect at university to find your ideas being challenged. At university you can expect to know the questions in the end of year exam. You may not know the exact wording, but you'll know what's coming up. Because what we're testing is not so much what you have learnt, we're testing how much thinking you have done. And you can aid that along by discussing things with your classmates. At school, you discuss the homework with your classmates and that one shows you how to do that question. Oh, that's naughty. Here, we expect you to take the coursework away, to go to the library, to go to the pub, to go to the canteen, to go wherever you like, sit in a park somewhere. And we expect you to discuss it, to work through ideas. You're bright. You will have your ideas on how this should work. The others are equally bright and will have their ideas on how it should work. And you pool your ideas, you all benefit. And you'll find that some of those ideas you agree with and some you don't. You put the ideas that you don't agree with into your coursework as well and say, well, there is this way of looking at it, but I don't agree with it because, or mine is better because. And it's that because that's based on the research that will get you the good grades. So the first thing you have to learn is that it's the ideas and not the product that matters.